Good morning. Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for January 9th, 2023. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This is for the collective, regardless of your zodiac sign. We all share a collective energy. Okay. So let's begin. Let's see what's going on for us. I got this new fabulous deck from a client of mine, and I'm in love with it. It is Messengers of Spirit Oracle, and it covers almost everything. So very, very nice deck. Let's start with this, and I'm going to do this reading the way I do my Patreon reading. So we'll do Oracle, we will do Tarot, we'll do a channeled message. Let's see what's going on for the collective today. For the collective most needed know. I heard ordinary is outdated. Ordinary is outdated, which makes sense. We have Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius creates a very rebellious energy, a very lone wolf energy. You might find yourself feeling more separate than one with the collective or people in your life at this time. Let's continue. Let's see what we have for the collective here. So we have Dragonfly in reverse. Your purpose is being revealed. Dragonfly in reverse is an energy of leaning too much into illusion, right? Into the illusion that you're separate, right? Because you're not environment. Exactly. I love this. With the environment card, we have your environment needs to change. A trip or move is coming. I do think a lot of people are going to be moving. This could be your career, your job, right? Your place of work. This could even be your physical home. But this environment energy feels very much so like your intuitive urge of the dragonfly, right? Of knowing like, okay, I need to do this change. You might be second guessing it with the illusion of, oh, it's not going to happen, or I don't have enough money or enough time, or I'm not worthy of that promotion. It's helping us work through those things, okay? We have water. Allow it to flow. This deck does cuss a little. It says, let that shit go, right? So this is an energy of a lot of endings and transformation. We just had the Cancer full moon in the 7th house. The 7th house rules relationships. It rules business partnerships, okay? And it's opposed or opposite the 1st house of self. So this is a time of really letting go of habits, work habits, or relationship habits, contracts you've made in regards to your work or relationships or long-term commitments that don't support the version of you that you're hoping or wanting and working towards cultivating. Okay. So this is going to bring up a lot of emotional, I'll just say aspects that have to be dealt with, because on that full moon, we did have Chiron in a square with the sun. The sun's in Capricorn, right? Highlighting the wounds that stand in the way of our legacy. With protector guide, it's time to set boundaries with someone. This does not only have to be with people here in the physical world. This could also be if you're doing spiritual work, and I've been talking about this a lot with a lot of people that do similar work to me. It's a really good time to be mindful of what energy you're letting in. Are you on all the time, or do you need to shut yourself off? Okay, with the protector guide, you might need to set new boundaries with people. Say, hey, this is the routine I need for myself, right? It doesn't mean I'm leaving the relationship, but this is what I need for me. Hey, this is what I need in my business routine or in with my coworkers. This is what would really help me thrive in my environment at work, right? It's setting new boundaries and speaking up about it. With this in reverse, this tells me that this is a collective struggle. It might be like, is it right for me to do that? Is it distorted? Let's get a last card for the collective, and then we'll clarify with some tarot. Okay, I guess we're taking all of them. None of them wanted to go back. So we have next level, air in reverse, and the channeler. Very fitting. I like this. I like this energy. Bottom of the deck is divine timing in reverse. So this is that innate, like, nature for us to want to push things forward on our time. Now through March is a very slow build. So nothing's going to happen overnight. It's time to really be present and to be diligent and work hard at these new routines or these things in yourself that full moon in Cancer was triggering to change. So with next level, think big. You're moving to the next level. Then we have air, stop overthinking and start communicating. This is that energy of Just because it's not happening right now doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Okay. It's going to come in. It's just going to take some time. Trust in a higher power. It was 444 when I just looked at the timer too. Then we have the channeler. Your body is intuitive. Listen to it. The collective is really shifting into this space of trusting what is going on in their external reality, in their relationships, in their physical body as well. So if you know it's time to rest, don't push yourself, because pushing yourself is part of your old routine, right? Maybe instead of waking up and rushing and going to the gym right away, you wake up and you go for a walk or you do yoga, right? There's going to be changes in these routines because we have shifted into a new frequency as a collective, and it's going to affect everybody a little differently. So let's go ahead and clarify now. Let's see what's going on. Cosmic. No. Keep hearing Divine Tarot. What is it? Legacy of the Divine. I don't have that deck. Let's see. Let's use Grand Lux. That feels. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Okay, let's do this one. This is a Rider-Waite based deck. It is. I forget what it's called, honestly. Yeah, I'm blank. Oh, Golden Universal. Thank you. Golden Universal Tarot. Let's look at the Dragonfly for the collective. What's this about? So there's a big change happening in the collective in regards. Oh, I think a lot of people are going to be shifting to this space of understanding what their real purpose is, right? And it's going to challenge a lot of their current beliefs. So when people claim, yeah, we have the Ace of Wands, this brings up to me in my mind the energy of someone who's like, oh, I'm going through an awakening. The awakening is a very long process. It is a lifelong process. You simply walk up the stairs, you get to a plateau to integrate that part of your experience in your awakening, right? And then people are like, ooh, I'm at a plateau, or, oh, I finished my awakening. No, you scratch the surface. Your whole life is an awakening. This is somebody coming to the realization that they've only just begun their journey, right? They've only just begun their journey of really exploring themselves. Okay. Let's look at Dragonfly Spirit one more time. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. This is going to be a big shakeup. It makes a lot of sense. We have Uranus hanging out in Taurus still, and that is rebellion. That is the breaking down of structures. And in the sign of Taurus, it is very earthly. It is very grounded. So this doesn't mean that it has to do with material matters. This could be with things like beliefs you're really deeply rooted in or deeply grounded in. You're realizing, no, well, it's not true for me anymore. Okay, let's look at the environment. What's going to be changing here? This is a very nice energy. It's not a frightening energy. Even though part of the collective might see it as a risk, it's very fitting for you as an individual. It's going to resonate with you as long as you learn to flow with it, right? So let's look at the environment. Let's see what's going on here. I feel like a lot of people are going to get into humanitarianism or living a little bit more earth friendly. This might be because as we shift to higher states of consciousness, we start to really embody unity consciousness. And when we start to do that, our environment's going to change. So things that make you feel frustrated or angry or really trigger you, you're going to start working through the triggers, but also removing yourself from those environments. And I really think that a lot of people are going to be changing their jobs right now. I really do. I think a lot of people are going to be changing their jobs and finding things that light them up and actually allow them more balance in their life. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is very divine timing. It's not just timing of it, though. It is like divine intervention. There's an assist here. I'd be very open to exploring opportunities that come to you at this time. These opportunities are not just popping up for you to say no to right away. It's human nature to want to say no to things that are not of our making, right? You want to go hiking? No. Why? Well, because I didn't think of it. When the real answer is, I'd like some time to think about that. Okay? Think about these opportunities. It doesn't mean you have to say yes, but at least you took the time to think. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse. This is a very stubborn, instantaneous, shove away. No, it's stubborn. It's just a stubborn energy. Don't be stubborn to this change. Allow it to flow. And this is a lot of wanting to be in control of things. Not being in control is actually what's going to allow you to discover and really connect with your new self. Okay, let's look at water. Let's see what's going on. I feel the relationships coming in. Okay. Yeah, now we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we have fighting. We have some fighting, some bickering. This is the Knight of Swords is also like the confusion of how you're feeling to me. It's an internal, like, what are you feeling in there? Like, what's going on? Like, reverse cards are not always bad. Sometimes it is just the inverted energy, to me as a reader, at least. Let's look at water. Yeah, the devil. This is somebody recognizing, oh my gosh, I have a really like not nice inner dialogue. I might be ridiculing my body or how much work I'm getting done in a day or the fact that I'm not where other people my age are at right now. It's realizing, oh, I need to stop that because that is contributing to my stress, to my anxiety, to these parts of me that I'm pushing away instead of learning to love and be proud of them for what they are doing, right? Okay. Let's look at protector guide. This is that energy of the boundaries. This might be triggered by relationships in your life. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands. There's a lot of fear around setting, and that's normal when we start to set boundaries, right? To have fear. They keep showing me an owl. This tells me this is very intuitive energy, but it also tells me that there's a fear of things being secret, right? Like I feel like this person's lying to me, or I feel like they're keeping secrets from me. This is a collective wound. It's a lack of trust. It's a deep wound. So be mindful if you're setting boundaries for the right reason, or if you're setting boundaries to be avoidant of potential hurt or pain instead of having a vulnerable conversation about it. Okay, let's look at the protector guide again. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is funny. This is that Venus and Aquarius energy. Yes, being alone would contribute to you feeling more safe and stable and secure. That is true, but there's still a need to address these fears, these limiting beliefs. Like the Page of Wands it's wanting to go after things in a very like knee-jerk reaction kind of way. And it's not really thought through, but that knee-jerk reaction is rooted in this fear, right? This insecurity. Let's look at the next level. King of Pentacles. Okay. You know that stability is coming and you're creating this for yourself, which is really nice. I like this King of Pentacles. It's very reliable. See this feminine though with Judgment in reverse. Okay, so now we're seeing the dynamic with other people as well as the dynamic within yourself. Six of Wands in reverse. There's a failure to recognize, right? And don't allow the word failure to make you think that, oh, I failed at something. You haven't. I'm just saying that something needs to be recognized here. With the Six of Wands in reverse, it's a lack of recognition. Lack of, even though you're building, this is like very business energy. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. It's very like, I got my ducks in a row. I know my plan. I'm going to execute it. But the feminine energy is like, am I supposed to be executing this? Like, is this really the right thing for me? Is this what's going to benefit me? Is this what's going to work long term? There is doubt in that energy. And that's where it comes to having that vulnerable conversation with yourself or with the person that you're working with or with your partner and saying, hey, like, we're investing in this. Where is it going? Like, are we on the same page? Like, I have fears of this, right? They might be able to help reassure you that those fears are in the unknown. Be here now because you are creating something very stable and very clear cut right now, which is really nice. And bask in that. Be proud of yourself for that. Because the Queen of Wands is, I want that instantaneous result kind of energy when it's in reverse. It's very similar to that King of Wands in reverse. There's an impatience going on. We're in a lot of earth energy. We're also in the season of winter. If we were to forget the man-made calendar, right, and go and live in a very intuitive way with the earth, technically right now things are meant to move slow because when we hit the equinox and the solstice, all that, those are new beginnings, right? They're new beginnings. They're ending. So March 20th is when we have the spring, what is it called? The spring equinox, I believe, or solstice. I can't remember. But that is when the new beginning is going to occur. So right now is a period of hibernation, of making plans and preparing for that new beginning, for things to flourish in March, right? We're in the process of it. Okay. So just be patient, be compassionate with yourself. Let's look at the channeler and the overall for the collective. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Your body is intuitive. Listen to it. There's hesitance to listen to the natural cycles of your body. We're not talking menstrual cycles here, not to be TMI, but we're talking about when you need rest. There's a reason your body's getting depleted, right? Are you overstimulated by constantly being on your phone or having headphones in or constantly being at work or staring at screens or a camera, right? Are you giving yourself the time to come back to yourself, to really know what is yours and what's not yours? Allowing yourself to purge the things that don't serve you. This channeler energy is about becoming more intuitively connected to your body. We have Neptune home in Pisces. Neptune is a higher consciousness energy. Uranus, that planet of breaking down foundations, is also the planet of awakening. It is in Taurus, which rules the body, just like Capricorn, where our sun is, rules the body. It's earth energy. It is physical energy, right? Be mindful of how you feel internally. Do not hesitate to tap into that or to take on new hobbies like being outside more, right? That might really help you feel closer to your body, feel closer to the earth in ways, right? Not in a hippy dippy way, but in a way that helps you feel more in alignment, because the Two of Cups to me is a card of alignment. You might be realizing at this time that things in your life no longer feel right. That's okay. It's because you are not who you were a year ago, 6 months ago, or even yesterday. We are constantly changing and evolving, as are the people in our lives, as are the situations and energies. It's learning to flow with it and say, okay, it's passing, right? Like the seasons. Let's look at divine timing. We're closing out a really, really big cycle. This divine timing card, this tells me that you might be waiting a little too long on divine timing to change things, by the way. So just be mindful of which end of the spectrum you're on. Things are manifesting. Things are always manifesting. But if you are waiting for the universe to take a person out of your life or to help you leave a job, be mindful of if you've just become complacent and you're not really listening to your gut out of fear, okay, or your intuition out of fear. That's something to address, because with the Four of Cups in reverse and the Temperance card, although your heart is open to receiving divine assistance, because Temperance is angels, ancestors, and guides, there's also this energy of needing to do the healing, yet having impatience and expecting the divine to come and assist you, right? I'm open to receiving your divine intervention. They're like, well, you just need to do this healing. Like, it's sometimes that healing is making that tough call. So after the fact, you can say, you know what, I did that. And I'm proud of myself for doing that, even though it was really hard. Okay. With the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, this is finding happiness in your environment, in your life, right? And with the 10 of Wands, it's releasing the burden. This 10 of Wands in reverse tells me that there's something you're holding on to that, yeah, you have a lot of love for. It could be a job or a passion or a person, but there's something that is burdensome in this situation, whether it be how you communicate, you interact, or how you feel in it, that you need to address and release. It doesn't necessarily mean you're letting go of the 10 of Cups, because it's still upright, but it does mean that there's something to talk about. There's something to heal here. There's something to recognize. Okay. So bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess, followed by the Hierophant. This screams to me like you have a mystic pair, a very spiritual connection with somebody, but it's in the shadow, right? It's in the wounds of self. And that's why the foundation's falling apart. Okay. It's time to put in the work. But putting in that Eight of Pentacles, right, putting in that hard work also means that you need to spend time by yourself. And that's what's going to lead you to the sense of stability, right? So if you're wanting to go a little hermit right now, it's understandable. The 8 always leads to the 10. You have 2 10s here. You're closing out a really big cycle, but there's also a lot of instability in the current cycle. So build stability in yourself as an individual, and you will see it manifest in the external reality. Let's get a ending overall energy for the collective. Let's use the Empaths Oracle. Let's see what's going on here. Let's use the Empaths Oracle. For the collective, please, Spirit. Observe, don't absorb. And then we have honor your inner child, both in reverse. Okay. So we have, if you're taking on the stress of others, try observing the situation from a distance. This will increase your energy, right? So if you're wanting to go hermit, you're wanting to take space, this is your validation for that. Honor your inner child. Focus on your inner child's needs. Is your inner child afraid or in need of more playtime? Cherish this precious being within you, right? So this is that restructuring your routine to have a life that is more fulfilling for you, things that let you have downtime for yourself, new hobbies, and feeling as if your body can be at peace. Then we have tap into your spiritual power as the overall energy for the collective. Reach out to a power greater than yourself to help solve a dilemma. Stay open to its guidance in your life, right? Beautiful. Well, my dears, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want access to more readings, please check out Patreon. Also, I do have a collective Reiki session this Saturday, January 14th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to be part of it, just go to my website, get yourself a ticket. It's $11. It's very cost effective. My normal Reiki sessions are $88. So I'm doing a 45-minute session for $11, and you can join over Zoom. If you're part of Patreon, you do get access to these Reiki healings every other weekend for free, right? They're included in some of the tiers. So go ahead, check that out. And for just $5 more, you get access to moon cycle readings, energy shift readings, all the zodiac sign readings for the month, and live chats, group chats, meditation tools, and a lot more. So go ahead, check it out. I'd love to have you as part of that community. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.